walls of fire. I'm losing ground, and in the flashing, my world comes crashing down. I'm left in nowhere, no place to hide. Out in the open, like ashes in the sky. I quit the illusion.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to Battlefield Nation Spanish event. Happy Friday to everyone. It's amazing to see today we're going to have a big Spanish event. It's really a proof of the BFN Force 5 server, 3 game mode. We're streaming, obviously, one of the 5. There's going to be 3 stream about that all day. So thank you for everyone joining us, in fact, and of course, to all the Spanish nation, obviously. Competitive, public matches type, BFN rules. It's going to be awesome. Insane, crazy, and really cool. And yes, thanks, AK, Avican, sorry, 95, to subscribe again for 6 months. Giddy up, Cowboys, let's go. It really big thanks. Honestly, yes, yes, from the bottom of our heart. So it's gonna be a frontline match. We're gonna see it's gonna be blue versus red. People all from the Spain playing all together. It's honestly, we can see a great kill there just before even the match starts, so people are warm up, are ready. Honestly, it's do I have a cerveza, or we say in Spanish we say a cerveza, in Spanish for beer. No, honestly, it's a great time, a great moment to watch them play, to see the kill, to see the evolution of it's a lot of people playing today, so it's amazing for us to be there. And welcome everyone for this Spanish event.
Howdy.
And
I like what you said there, where you said it's going to be crazy, insane, and it reminded me of some lyrics: crazy, insane, crazy. You say Hussein, I say Shady. Anyone can reference that, knows what song that's from. Props to you. It's quite an easy one.
Man, in English, it's not my native language, so I instinctively say that because it sounds good. But yeah, man, it's Shady, so it's an Eminem song.
Of course, well played, good sir. But yeah, howdy, and thanks for the sub, bro. Wicked. I like it. Man. We'll happily take your money. Take my money! I love that meme. Best meme ever. But thank you very much for supporting us. That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's badass. So, like, honestly. Yeah, remember, again, you can, I don't know if we mentioned, you can bet on blue and red, which is amazing. Or draw, So this is really exciting.
Honestly.
Cash me outside, that's right. Cash me outside. How about that?
Honestly, awesome that you joined, guys. There's a lot of people that sign up for this event, and it's an association with Bega Group from Spain and Coes Group also from Spain. So there's 2 main organizers that reach other communities. We have made an event. The information was communicated really in Spanish. It's really for the whole nation. So it's really nice to see that all those people have joined, honestly. We're still waiting for the beginning of this first match. We see a couple of guys from Puff Clan. It's a new name, honestly. So it's really nice to see again. And they're 8 on their side. So you can bet actually the blue versus the red team. I don't have any statistic, or we cannot tell you which players. It's really new. It's really a bunch of new people just join and hop in a server. And it was people from BFN also, and people from others community at other places that just have gathered here and play basically under the nation banner. So it helped for it will add a lot of people. Also, it's go with the goals of BFN to unite public match, competitive match, communities in Battlefield in general. So we have server for competitive match and for public more type match today for the Spanish event. So that's why there is 5 server. It's a pretty good amount of people, honestly, for one event like this. So it's a great proof of the force that BFN can accomplish by trying to do great event for nation one by one. So pretty much.
I was just looking up some familiar names like DeJulie on BFBattlefieldTracker.com. 2.32 KD. Nice stats. I'm thinking I'm gonna keep doing that throughout the match. Probably more for my own personal gain because I want to make a good bet. But I will shout it out there for you guys. I'll do a bit of research for you, but don't take my advice. Bet on what you think is right, because I'm not going to be liable if you lose your coins. Anybody that knows me knows I'll probably bet 10 on the underdog, hoping to steal everybody's money. That's my simple tactic. There's some nice links in the chat from ChaosZake, which give you the opportunity to look at the multi-stream, so you can view in different languages and you can see what's going on in the other match. matches, and it's a really interesting opportunity. I'm going to try it. It's a Comunidad Co
Coes.
yeah, Comunidad Coes esports community, which is really nice.
Yep.
So yeah, there's some more familiar names. Red Doctor, I believe, I'm familiar with too. So it's nice to see some people that we haven't seen in a while, to be honest, from different sources and different communities coming together to take part in this Frontlines 16v16, which is really cool.
Yep. They're pretty much restarting the server, I feel like, the moment. They kick everybody out and they maybe adjust the rules and people will hopping back. So it's just a fun time. And yeah, at the time, the Spain is, they told us that they love to play. Let's hold the night. We're going to host one match here. But yeah, the match will may continue on other server later on. So it's going to be really fun to see on all the stream, let's say, today.
Yeah, and again, you'll still be gathering your coins if you're viewing on multi Twitch as well, I believe. So don't worry about just wanting to look at the BFNations exclusively. I believe when you're looking at both of those, you're still getting your coins. So feel free to use that multi Twitch link. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chaos.
Yeah, Chaos is always big.
Or Chaos is saying, or Chaos is thinking, I don't know, but I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, if you don't, I'll reimburse you, folks.
So thanks again to Chaos to hosting that. The stream every week is always there, guys. So and we stream more and more. So really nice, by the way. Thanks All Star for being there. Really fun, honestly. We're still waiting for the match to start. There is, yep, people are joining.
Joining.
Yep.
Ooh, that was an echo. I heard myself there.
So yeah, beer in cerveza, and I always say juice or water or milk in.
I'm drinking pivo, beer.
Oh,
cerveza. Beer. Yeah,
nice.
pivko. Brovar. So.
Drinking right. Coffee.
Yeah. I got coffee. Yeah, I'm just thinking it's a bit late for coffee. I probably wouldn't fall asleep.
No, yeah, it's 3 o'clock here, so. It's,
yeah. So much different. Yeah, you know. I know that you said.
It's real.
I know you said that the best time to drink coffee is between, I think, what did you say, 9:30 and 11:30?
Was that it? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But is that dependent on what time you wake up? Because it's been running through my mind. Is it supposed to be like 3 hours after waking up, or is that just regardless of what time you wake up?
I think if we calculate that the normal hour of sleep, it's between, let's say, midnight and 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So yeah, it's basically proper that you woke up before. I'm sure of it. If you always have a pattern that are atypic and you sleep, you go sleep at 3 o'clock and you woke up at 10, 11. I feel like if you drink your coffee after the first hour of you woke up, it's gonna be the same effect. But yeah, I read that it's between 9:30 and 11:30 in the morning that officially, let's say, the coffee have the maximum of his impact, which is logical. In fact, you have a good memory, man. Yeah.
Well, I remember things that I find interesting. Yeah, I suppose. So essentially 2 hours, between 2 to 4 hours after waking up is that ideal kind of digestion time for consumption of coffee, I suppose. So it's good. I've been taking that advice actually, and I think I'd have to agree to a degree. And it also depends on what access I have, because if I wake up in the morning and I don't have access to my Nespresso machine, I won't drink subpar coffee at work. I'll just go somewhere nearby and buy some. I'm a bit snobby when it's come to coffee now, since I've gotten into it more. But, it's a luxury.
This is a good one, by the way. I love those machines.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad for a novice. I think they're great. I don't want to go to the full blown coffee thing, but yeah, man, these guys are gonna need some caffeine and energy today. With a 16v16, I haven't seen that many people on the battlefield in a long time, so I'm really honored to be able to commentate on this event.
Yeah, there's like 200 people, I think, sign up. 100, 30, 40, 50, 60, 20. There's a lot of people.
Oh, sorry about that. We went silent there. We're just getting some advice from our producer, Chaos.
We're going live in the gameplay now. Excellent, great, perfect, nice, super awesome. And here we go. So it's the blue team versus the red team. We have a Frontline 16 versus 16 now going on, guys. Have you seen this often? So, yep. Those are... Oh, It was a great dungeon
Yeah.
here.
AK was just saying in Finland we drink coffee at 8 a.m., 12 a.m., and 5 p.m., and maybe at 8 p.m. 12 a.m., so you're drinking coffee at midnight? I think you meant 12 p.m., brother. But if you do drink coffee at midnight, congratulations. You're a tough guy, man.
And yeah, Vega again. You can see the one of the clan of the guys who created, who participate in it. DSK guys going to revive his teammate, or yep, going to do
DKS,
that.
yeah.
Yep, great usage there from the auto loading point 25, and oh, he missed barely to revive another teammate, getting him by IRA. We've seen them play. Actually.
Yeah, we have a lot of Hell Regal kills on the kill feed, which is not to be no surprise there. And we got a grenade kill, which is nice to see. Dynamite kill, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or rifle grenade? What was that? We are playing. I can't tell. It's a bit small on my feed, to be honest.
Maybe it's the new Russian. No, it's not a Russian map.
It won't be. I believe we're playing BFN rule set here, but I think we just seen a strange kill in the kill feed. I couldn't confirm it because of my poor resolution, unfortunately.
No worries.
My old eyes.
It's 2-1 for the blue team actually. So they're gonna. There's Delta, the beginning of capping point. There's a charge by the blue team. Let's say RRA again. There's a couple of members. RRA Campera are there, so we can see a great. Oh, it was actually the enemy that got him, but it was a fast-pacing move there. Revive one teammate.
Wow, look at that stack around that alleyway, though, man. Like that's a massive back rage opportunity if somebody can get in on the flank. I would love to see some action like that. If you look at the map right now, somebody's going in for it. I don't know if anybody's watching that spot.
19 and 20, good people have stacked a number of kills, and really nice to see that how many people have made up to be there together to play the match at the settled time. It's really a great proof of the really great job, guys, by the honestly.
DRH91 going for it with the marksman, man. That's 2. That might be 3.
Oh.
Really did well against that many opponents at one time.
And Arbozel 87 going to do. Oh, he getting killed by AT Rocket.
AT Rocket gone, man.
522, 70 stars with it. Nice.
Oh, what a beautiful skin! I can't say that is a beautiful skin. Not a lot of the skins are I'm a fan of, but I like that. I want that skin.
Nice. Again, great kill there. Pedro GCG is on the charging point, a little bit far from Delta, trying to get killed to approach the points, and he get killed by an enemies again. They got Dr. Colgo. We have a Dr. Cole in Canada. This guy, Dr. Colgo. Nice. Cantanzaro CZ92 with the scope. Nice angle there. Pretty much covering a great line. Well, you can pretty much believe that people is going to be there. And yes, enemies are there. He charged pretty much the enemies, and yeah, he ran in the corner. Rage up there by the blue team. On the corner now, we can see again, yeah, they have captured actually the Delta point. So we're going to be back on Charlie point. Great job there by the red team. It's actually 2 versus 2 now. Really nice. Puljira, can you tell the name? I don't want to squish the name. Puljaturazi 99. Great job there by
Pulatoste. I don't know, man.
Pulatoste. Thank
99. I have respect for the 99, man. You and me for, All-Star 99. Why not?
Yeah. Charism 25. Going with the Mondragon, I think. No, it was.
Yeah, I guess see the Obres.
Yeah.
Okay, so clearly we're not running BFN rules here, or they're not being enforced. That doesn't really make much of a difference, I don't think, because again, this is a community thing.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. That grenade, we just switched, I think, before death was imminent. And nice to see Marksman. A lot of bayonets out there as well, which is interesting to see. I hope we see some bayonet kills. Oh, multiple headshots in the kill feed as well.
Mm-hmm. Really nice job there.
Very nice. Woo! That was an AT across the point there, and it's, well...
It's a draw, guys.
It's proper draw. Wow, yeah.
On the point, on them comes. When we calculate each one, or even if the game tell us, it's really a draw of the draw, guys. So 2 versus...
A draw of the draw. I like that.
4 versus 4, in fact, actually. Blue versus red team. Yeah, it was nice. Let's see another
I
round.
like the color blue, so I'm going to put my bet in now on blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some comments here in the chat. It looks like DLC opens allowed these guests as well. The show, laugh out loud, amazing. To be honest, I don't even know what rules they follow. Okay, Chaos
Oh,
has already made that point, and we were addressing it after. No rules, it looks like. Great. Yeah,
AA is
shoddy.
off.
Yeah, AA
I
is
see AA
offline.
is off. Yes, the first
Yeah,
AA
that's
is
fine.
off, the yellow one. So yeah, shotgun off. They're pretty much the base of the BFN rule, let's say.
Sure.
Do we have friendly fire also?
FF, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Let's find out.
It's good because if we don't have if we have aim assist off and friendly fire on and no shotgun, no elite class, no behemoth, it's kind of the beginning of it's maybe yeah. There's a lot of people. Damn it, it's really
There is
nice
a
to
line.
see.
We're missing one person there on the left-hand side. Look at
Yeah.
those scores, though. 47-22, 6-13,
Wow.
27-18, 40-18, 8-18. So a lot of variety, mostly positive KDs. A
Yep.
lot of people close to the 20s.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's hard to say at a quick glance who's stronger on the KD side of things. But yeah, if we see some shotguns, especially on Argon, oh my God, pain. Yeah. But, interesting to see what's going to happen. I have just bet 10 coins on blue, so let's see what happens. I don't think I've seen a lot of other bets. Yeah, shotguns are off. There we go. Great friendly fire. Nice to see all that. Elite class is off. Would be interesting to see those. Imagine getting a flame trooper on here. Whew. Get very hot very quick.
Yep. Okay, they have turned this off. Okay.
Oh boy, you're betting against me, Chaos. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, you should go. You should come live with us, Chaos. What are you doing, man? Of course, it'd be great.
Okay, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh yes, we can hear you.
Well, we can hear you. I don't know about the community. You're gonna have to let us know in the chat.
And Arborstel 87 doing a great approach there from the C
about that?
point. They cap under and below the bridge.
You've done
Nice.
such a good job at muting your mic and running the stream that you can't unmute it now. You've put too many security layers and failsafes, maybe, huh?
Indeed.
Surviving that grenade, getting up there, it's a difficult climb sometimes there. What kind of revive there it is. Oh, could have turned into a syringe kill if he missed his target. Is he going to get through that incendiary? I doubt it. Incendiary and gas at the same time, plus an anti-tank, I think. Oh, an impact got him. Well, that was just
We
nade spam
definitely
hell.
not following the BFN rules there. Definitely.
No,
really
no.
not.
Impact
No.
grenade.
Now I can. At the beginning, I was like, okay, they turn some rules off on. Okay, but no, it's a gathering of people. Just well, they pretty much tell the rules that they
Free
want to
for all, definitely, man. This is what Battlefield should be about sometimes. Just completely unabashed, war. This is essentially World War I, the most brutal war that ever occurred in the known history of humankind in recent memory, anyway. So I think it's it's quite interesting to see the variety of weapons that were available at that time, and it's quite scary to think about it from a philosophical standpoint as well.
Obviously, and Vega doing a great job on Charlie. It's we're going back on Delta. It's 5 versus 4 now for the blue team, and our Ahem Predator is there, following his teammate.
We've got somebody saying here's an AK. Yeah, Nevela Knights would be horrible to play or watch. It would be interesting. I think it would be worth trying. I'm not a huge fan of the night maps, considering the bloom and the way the HDR works in this game, and you can't really adjust the gamma. So it is difficult to see people in certain environments. And everybody knows the typical going into a building from a bright environment or going outside from a dark environment. It's which is nice though, because that means people aren't camping inside doorways trying to shoot out, which can be OP, or vice versa.
And in Eleven Nights, it's a little bit different, the layer, when you walk on the field. And people told me that is the map. It's supposed to look the most at what are World War I real battlefield. It's kind of different when you walk on Eleven Night, the trenchy, the thing. So people told me the representation of the compared to World War I, it's really on point on this naval map.
An accurate simulation, definitely, and I think that's what they're going for towards like the Russian DLC now as well. In the name of the Tsar.
I mean every map, but yes.
Well, I mean, like it's that trench warfare. It's that's real kind of World War I trench warfare. And there's a Galia, the map, Galicia, and that map is very accurate and a lot of people don't tend to like it because of its openness, but that's how it was.
This is it. That's
literally how it was. And some people are like, "Ooh, how is this going to play out?" Well, deal with it. Good. Like honestly, take advantage of whatever you can, whether it's being a scout or I don't care how much this sounds like I'm scrubby. I love getting in an artillery mortar truck on operations on Galicia and just getting like quads and quintuple feeds. It's amazing.
Nice. Oh, nice. And it's 5 versus 4. I think they're gonna get back Delta on this match, 16 versus 16 front line, and yeah, pretty sure even if they play with, let's say, more flexible rules, I'm pretty sure they communicate and they try to operate on the field. The more you are, the more it's, let's say, complex. So if they have split some equal team, so equal squad. So yeah, pretty sure they're. Honestly, it's nice to see progress on the field, and it's going to be 5 versus 5 again for the red and blue team. Red actually take 1 point, and we're back on the Charlie point.
Yes, if any of you were wondering how are we following these blue and red teams, it's only this side that matters. It's not about who plays on which specific color. It's only how we perceive which team is red and which team is blue.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
Yeah, this is more of a community thing. So there's a mixture of players on each team. Chaos is good at highlighting that because I think we kind of forgot to bring that up. We skipped over that. And you can have and they don't necessarily have to be from Spain. You see, this is just a coming together of people that are passionate about playing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, Chaos, they don't have to be from Spain. And
I'm quite sure that the server details have only been announced in the Spanish channels of our Discord.
Exactly.
So I'm quite sure that none of the not Spanish people have access to it, so to say.
So we can't 100. So we don't know, but it's more than likely that these are mostly, if not all, but mostly Spanish players, correct?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It'll be interesting to see if there is anyone that isn't Spanish, because I would be very curious about how the communication would work.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I guess the Spanish are so eager to talk all the time, so it would be no matter if they wouldn't understand the language at all, they would still be getting some sense of it anyway.
Yeah, obviously. No, it's nice. Honestly, it's such a great language. By the way, it's like of the grand sister of the French. You pronounce each syllabus. Is really a great language. By the way, to hear. Yeah. Sanchez, and actually it's a great point you tell. It's not only competitive players, so it's all the community just joined for the event that they want to try to maybe some more public players just join to play with other type of player and vice versa. So yes, nice to see Sanchez is going to do a kill streak. Maybe if he can have another one. Oh, reloading.
Half the clip gone, and I can't wait to start learning Spanish. It's like one of the most popular languages in the world, and having a background in English and Polish already, I think it'll be very, it'll be quite easy to pick up. And I'm also a fan as well. A great language to know.
Nice. Sanchez again, great skrill there, bro. Going on Delta, protecting his point, watching the Overwatch. Go to the other Overwatch to have another point of view. Nice. 6 to 5.
6 to 5 exactly. So looking for blue to get ahead even further now, getting 7, and we'll be closer to MCOMs as well.
Yep.
Which is where the big points are. It's the chewiest at the center. Just got to get to the middle of the Tootsie Pop. If anybody knows that reference. Again, a bit of American references there.
Tootsie Pop? No.
Tootsie Pop. It's basically a lollipop with a chewy center, and their advertising campaign was always how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, and it's kind of like the MCOMs. You know, how many points do you have to capture to get to those juicy points? Kind of like the MCOMs, yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Delta, though, man, crazy position. Always found this to be a difficult place to control and attack. Yeah, it's got.
I wouldn't say so. It usually is the point that gets taken over most out of in this map. Usually. I mean.
You mean from an offensive standpoint?
Yeah, I mean.
It's easier to defend than it is to capture, I think. Personally, I think, but you have to be smart about it.
Yeah, well,
you can't be on the point, essentially. You have to be on the hills above it and not actually be on the point. Actually prevent them from even getting to that area, because they have to funnel in through a few choke points, and it's not as open as other areas of the map.
I think there's
Well,
some
we're
sense
going-
in that sentence that it's easier to defend than capture, yeah, because it never seems to be captured fast, but there's always seems to be some good position in the actual defending of the flag.
Hmm.
But, yeah.
Well,
But maybe, like you said, offensively, maybe it has to do with once you're in, and you can just get a good back range because the way it's laid out and there's a lot of cover up and down. But speaking of which, yes, we've just got a score from Blue. Now we're on 7 and
Oh, yes.
5, I believe, and they're already on Edward very quickly.
I think Edward, it's a small point to capture. Even if you try to cover the bunker in the front way, you're not so far from the other. So, yeah, I think the small the point is, the more reactive it is to the action of the both team. In fact, so you're right, pretty much both of you about this. On Eco, it's pretty much the red team, the Bega, Waspy, OLB, CMF. CMT clan that are there. A lot of people again. We're in 16 versus 16 frontline match, guys. So if you think there's a lot of people, yeah, there's the double of the number of people normally in those frontline match, and a good revive there.
There's a link to the multi-Twitch as well in the chat. Have a look at that if you want to view multiple matches at the same time. So check that out. I've just posted a fresh one. If you scroll up in the chat, Chaos has actually posted, and I have all of the links that are going on today, some of them even on YouTube, which is great. And yeah, AK, we see you there playing Dom these days, T5 or Pub, and maybe both. And he's saying Frontlines doesn't feel good anymore. In what way is it? Why isn't it good? What's happened? What's going on, bro? We need to give the feedback to Dice and make it good for you again.
Yep. It's no, it's nice that we have the second meeting. Do they have? Anyway, we have such a. Let's be there. And honestly, the incursion and the TTK update, I think they're going to be there for the next patch DLC or Battlefield. But yeah, it's for me, it's still nice to see. I love the game, honestly. Also, it's fun to see. It's not the same thing, and Domination is so fast-paced set sometimes. So Frontline, you have a little bit more time to place yourself, a little bit, let's say. Yeah, great try there by Vegas, charging back on the Delta point. So the Eco is going to be. It was so fast, so we're back on Delta again. And
7 and 6, yeah. So might end in a draw again. There's definitely enough time for that.
Yeah.
Oh, again.
9 minutes go for the round.
8
here,
minutes.
So,
So yep. This is for 50% time limit. So still we have only 20-minute max, because normally it's 40 minutes a maximum of a frontline. And yeah, honestly, 16 versus 16 in 20 minutes, it's another pace of the match. Defending. Oh, a flank by RIA Makamulu 84. 1 kill there. Stacking the body. The other one goes down. The charge of the last round. Oh no, okay, they don't have it. It's another point capped for the blue team.
it's definitely nice to follow some Era Camperas player, because they will be facing one of their most decisive matches later on this weekend on our Division 3. So, as they were already explained, the situation with Division 3 is that they have a chance of First Brotherhood taking the win with a clear set, so-called undefeated. Or another possible situation that can happen in Division 3 is that they're going to have a 3-way tie for the first spot. So that would be an interesting situation.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have a match with I don't know, a tie at the final match to decide those, or we're gonna have 3 top 1. Let's see.
What a camp spot there, getting avoided. Then I mean, we saw some ridiculous. Yeah, jeez. If he got a few people spawned on him, that could have turned into quite the fight.
Yep. And charging on the bunker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, and it's only half of the team charging on Eco. There's the other one from the trench, and we can see Pipe 22 at the bottom of the screen. 3 versus 3. Playtonio versus Karislim. It's in the Mondragon. What is this gun? Is the Mondragon? No, huh?
That's I believe it's the optical variant, yeah. Mondragon Marksman, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's not Mondragon, it's...
No, it's not Mondragon. It's looked like, but it's not Mondragon.
Oh, no, it's a scout, obviously. They can't be on the Mondragon, Christ.
No.
It's a carbine.
Model 95.
95
oh, okay.
Carbine,
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't know why. It's a bolt action, clearly. I didn't even notice that. Albrez with a nice skin. Haven't used that as much as I'd like. I can't wait to try it out a bit more. I've been quite busy.
It's a great gun.
Getting up on top, maybe? No, there's an attempt
It's
made.
definitely one of the most fun sidearms to use in this game. Maybe not the best one to use overall, but definitely the most fun, I would say.
Yeah, challenging and interesting, and it fills this interesting niche, I suppose. I suppose the Mars automatic is kind of like the Desert Eagle of this game to some degree, but I was a huge fan of the Battlefield 4's Desert Eagle. I loved it. It was such a beast gun. It's just such a satisfying weapon.
I didn't play to the 3, but the Grasser, the handgun from the Assault class, looked it's feel like I don't know the Desert Eagle, but it's slow, 2 bullets you kill. It's a good revolver. Oh, and he getting killed by another Vega member.
Yeah,
and it's 9-6, honestly.
9-6, yeah. So Blues taking that lead. My bets might have been soundly founded, and I hope I get those points. We're on to MCOMs now, where the big points are coming, and it usually doesn't come out of MCOMs. Rarely do we get a full proper defense, and Butters is already being armed.
Yep, you're 16 people to charge the MCOM, so it's a little bit more. Well, you're 16 people to defend it also, but yeah, the dynamic is different with a lot of people more in this map. B is already armed. They're trying to defend A. They have 33 people to kill, so it's kind of wiping 2 times the adverse team. So far, the RH91. We have CM already play another match in Clan Division, I remember. Nice kill there. Approaching. Oh, getting killed as soon as you want to approach. Okay. Still, great try. VT Saga 87 going down. Oh, yes.
So speaking about the betting there earlier, actually the betting has closed, so hopefully you did manage to put those bets on the team that you are actually think is going to win.
Yeah. Does the people can hear you, Chaos?
Yes, they can.
Okay, sorry.
I'd like to hope so.
Yeah. No, because he produced and he whispering sometimes all the great things we have to see to tell to be this on the point. Okay, now your part is perfect.
Yeah, he has been for quite a while, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Minutes at least, but with AK giving us a bit of the feedback on Frontlines, it'll be interesting to see if we get those 60 Hz servers in. I think that the more people on screen, obviously, the more processing power required for your console, so it'll be interesting to see if Conquest, having 64 players, will probably have the most sluggish field AK, and then I assume Dom, especially if it's T5, is going to have the least sluggish field. But then again, Incursions is going to be totally different. They've already testing 120 Hz servers as far as I'm aware, so...
It's going to make all the differences because of
definitely.
The input.
I don't know about console, but still. If you really want to take advantage of that, you need to have at least a 144 Hz monitor, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and everything needs to be running right.
Okay, so 120 Hz for the server, 124 for the monitor, so you're great. Okay, I think the PlayStation Pro at least will be able to do 120 Hz. I don't know. I think both console will do.
I'm not sure. I'm not that technical to that degree, but I hope it will. I hope we can get at least 60 Hz, and yeah, it'll be good. And then you got to look at input latency as well. Go ahead. 14-6.
Yeah, I was about to say great match. The match just finished. No, it was it. Yep. So, wow.
Yeah, more than twice the points of the other team.
16 minutes for the match, guys. For me, what time is it for the? Yep, for the next match, do we stream another round?
Well, I think I will be streaming one more round here, and I'm quite sure it might be Suez.
Cool, yes.
New Frontlines map to be taking a look at, so it would be definitely interesting to stream that one, I think. And yeah, I think we will be at least looking into that and see if Team Red is able to make a comeback out of here.
Yeah.
All right, are we doing a server switch here, maybe taking a small break, or are we going straight into it?
I think we're going straight into it.
Brilliant. So it's just going to load up and we can go right in. It's going to be
ballroom.
Wow.
Nah.
Nice.
Damn it.
Oh, it's still ballroom?
Is in the map rotation.
They love ballroom, so they play ballroom again? Okay.
Well, the other server is actually playing on Suez at the moment. I'm talking about the Commentators esports, their stream. So they are actually playing on Suez now, if you want to take a look at their stream. So see how Suez actually plays out in Frontlines.
You're right, AK. We don't know 60 Hz of 120 Hz, but let's hope 144 Hz. Yeah, the monitor with 1 millisecond and that Hz kind of seem to help the people too.
I don't know if I agree with that though, because one MS is
Really?
dependent on your input, right? Because with the PlayStation and PlayStation 4, your input lag is 6.2 ms. So even if you have a 1 ms monitor and you have a 6.2 ms input lag, there's no benefit.
Yeah, but it's not 22, 27, 31, 40. I don't know. If you add the ping, if you have the latency of your TV,
It could be
if
even
you have...
higher. Well, from tests
So,
that I've
yeah.
seen, I don't think Digital Foundry's made an actual proper test or anyone independently. I'm not 100%.
No,
There's been some
me
like
too.
pretty basic ones on YouTube. But I don't think 1 ms is going to make much of a difference, and it's all in your head.
Okay.
But then again, if you make the investment, you're definitely going to get better, I think, overall. Visuals from a monitor, anyway. Hertz does make a difference, but it's something that needs to be tested, and I think it's something that needs to start being taken very seriously by hardware manufacturers and developers if they want to,
And let's
a bit
all ask
competitive.
for a monitor for Christmas for a gift, so we can all the BFN will have a monitor and try, and we can just nice. It's a good idea to buy this, honestly, for the FPS, honestly. Yep, and on this, it's 5 minutes before 4 o'clock. I will have to let the mic to Chaos and you all start. It was really fun, really an honor for me. We'll be there this weekend to play and be there. Much love to all the BFN community. I want to say it's a pleasure to say hi to a lot of you. Really great, and you're really crazy good player, by the way. I get salty the night when I play against you guys, many of you, but I love you still all the day long. Crazy reflexes you have. Great event we see today from the Spain event. So, yep. Just for me, simple as that. See you later, and thanks a lot, and bye, everyone.
See you, sir. Thanks, bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Catch you later.
Thanks.
All right, wicked. Now we're getting this marksman out, and Ballroom's a fun map in any respect, I think. I've always liked it. Well done. It was one of the initial maps that came out with the game, and I think they really focused well on it compared to some of the other ones in terms of just its uniqueness. A lot of the other places are kind of degraded and destroyed. This is one of the only maps that has a large structure that's intact that you can go in and out of quite well, and it's open. Unlike Fort Vaux, which is essentially all indoors. You of course have outside flanks and things like that. This is just one of those more varied maps in terms of engagement environments.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the interesting maps to be playing on Frontlines, and I'm definitely pulling this statistic out of the top of my head, and I don't know if this is actually correct, but I'm quite sure that this is one of the maps in which, if the team actually captures the flag C, they never get pushed further than that C flag back towards their base. At least I have personally not seen a match that I can remember in any of our streams where that would have happened. So, well...
Yeah, well, it's a very easily defendable flag, in my opinion. Those walkways and platforms are super annoying if you're trying to shoot somebody that's on top of them and you're on the ground floor, because it's a great head glitch. It's difficult to shoot in between the little barriers, and unless you've got an AT rocket gun and start destroying them systematically, it's hard to manage that. Obviously, we don't have ladders in most matches with BFNations rules, and I believe that if we did allow that, it would be just people would just rage quit.
So yes, Team Red is taking the advantage in here in this map, and if my prediction is correct, that means that they'll be winning it, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like your prediction so far is accurate, so I don't think it's... and it seems quite logically sound considering the strength of that position. I do like the stairs here. I have noticed you can actually shoot through those walls the other day, regardless of whether they're intact or not. And there are some other places you can shoot through that are look like solid structures and are well thick on some maps, Suez. And if you're aware of that, take advantage of it. I don't know if it's intended a bug or if it's just the properties of that piece of, the map. Because of its destructive properties, bullets will penetrate it. I don't know, but something I'd love to find out.
It's some kind of a mistake in the coding. I wouldn't say how it would have gotten there, but it definitely sounds like a mistake.
Yeah, but there are lots of surfaces you should not be able to shoot through, and you are very able to, so watch out, people. Sometimes you'll think it's the netcode, but it might actually be the fact that you can shoot through that surface, and you'll be blown away, and those of you that know. But I don't want to spoil it for all the competitive people that are taking advantage of it.
So we have Team Red taking the advantage. Of course, it would be fair to mention that some of the teams, especially the Iraq Campera squad there, was actually playing on Team Blue on the previous round. That Blue technically won quite easily there. And now they're playing on the Team Red and taking the advantage on this map, so maybe that has some role on it. We'll see.
AK saying here that we hope that DICE makes servers which have AA off. Be interesting to see. I think they're still going to be rolling out some tweaks to AA auto aim assist in the coming weeks and months. Not only to obviously Incursions isn't out yet, but there's the CTE, and I really can't wait for them to launch these shotgun adjustments that they've been talking about. Personally, right now with this 300 shotgun kill challenge that we recently had for the Chop, I think it is Machete.
Yeah,
I think that was I think they were play testing. I think they wanted to get as many people using shotguns to get data mine the data and decide what they're actually going to do with the shotguns. I'm just speculating. I could be wrong, but we do know anybody that was flying CT a few months ago. They were talking about changing it so that all the shotguns have uniform bullet spread patterns, so you get 6 inner pellets and 6 outer pellets. Well, right now the spread is variable and random, and some shotguns have more pellets and some have less. But we'll see.
Indeed.
Hold up in that building. That's a dangerous position. I'd love to see somebody throw a grenade in there and then maybe get a flank from behind.
Well, there was a double kill with the grenade right there.
Called it, Kobe. SL Sweeper's a nice gun. Trench or the Sweeper variant, the 1906 is a cool gun. I like it. The Trench is nicer with the hip fire, and you can spam the hell out of it.
Mundo there with almost a triple kill, but a teammate came and stole the last kill out of there, so it was only a double.
I think he came and saved his life. That's what I always say when people say I stole a kill. Like, I stole my kill. I was like, no, bro, I saved your life.
Oh, we have a cavalry.
Oh boy, cavalry! It's getting interesting now. Giddy up, Cowboys, indeed. Giddy up, Cowboys, indeed. Yeah, I think 60 hertz is max on here on console PS4, but 120 hertz is definitely what they're talking about in Incursions, and I've seen some of the gameplay. It's phenomenal. Hey, at 120 hertz, the Automatico might not be that will actually hit register every bullet, because right now the game can't. It shoots so fast that the game can't even register every single bullet. Now imagine how OP it'll be if the game was actually running at a hertz that it could register everything that ticks on the server. Holy crap! Talk about OP.
I don't want to think about it. That
face melting. It'd be insane. TTK would be like milliseconds. Oh, flare's going in. That's gonna give them a good opportunity to kill lots of folks. I don't think they're gonna win here. I think it's gonna go to MCOMs.
It definitely seems like Red has the upper advantage here at the point. There's technically no blue players on the point itself, and they're trying to make the flank, but it's definitely not a easy position for them to actually get to the point in time.
It's a difficult position to defend, or attack, I think, because there's so much cover for the team on Alpha, and they've got to push into it with not much visibility. And as you can see, they're doing the right thing. They're getting flares to get some situational awareness, or at least some idea where people are, and they're destroying objects, and they're using a bit of smoke, so they're doing their best, that's for sure. And there's the cap, yeah.
So
for some MCOMs. Oh, that melee attempt with the gas mask on.
Team Red only 5 points away from being tied game, and yes, by destroying both of the MCOMs, they will be getting those 5 points.
Oh yeah, I love that MCOM. I love the way it looks. I love how well it's been designed. It looks so cool, and I like the little bombs as well. Quite accurate in terms of it just being essentially a tin of gunpowder with a wick on it, I would assume. And it works. It does the job. It is funny that it takes 40 seconds for it to blow, or 45, and obviously that's a game mechanic. I can imagine in real life it would be a lot faster than that, and I think diffusing would be much quicker as well. Just kick it,
pull out
throw
the
it.
fuse and
That's even better. Just pull out the fuse. Even better if it's a 40-second fuse, you could come up and light your cigarette off of it, and then be all casual, and then throw it behind you and let it explode without looking at it, and then call your mom on the MCOM like free long distance calls. Apple's already armed. Got a corner camp there. Ooh, looking to defend and defuse.
Yes, they have gotten the point blown up in a second here, and they have already armed the other one.
Yeah, I'm surprised we can get a defuse there. We had a red player on Apples, but he wasn't defusing as far as I can tell. But they need to shift those people from Apples to Butters.
Blue team needs to defuse it to red team.
Oh, I apologize. The blue team is, of course. What am I thinking?
It's confusing when
it's the color of the MCOM. Yeah,
yes.
It is. It is confusing.
So they're red when they are not supposed to be. Well, they're basically
red
when you're defending and blue when you. Yeah.
Exactly.
But we are at
Mad points there. Yeah, 5 points at the end with it. Are we ending on a tie? Yeah.
Are we?
No. Yeah.
I don't know.
The draw now, anyway. So far.
I would be interested to see if it's Suez on the next map. Would be interesting to see how that would play out. But if it's not, then I'm not too sure. Would be continuing. What do you think?
Exciting. Look at that. Best squad apples. I've got a banana here I haven't eaten all week. Oh, that reminds me, I left my bananas at my friend's house. They're gonna go bad. I'm gonna have to tell them to eat them. That's a very random comment, I know. It would make sense if you knew me, trust me. I work away from home, so sometimes
It is Suez.
It's Suez!
Quite tempting for me to see how this plays out, because I personally have not yet seen a frontline match on Suez.
I have not. I'm cringing already at the thought of Suez for any match type other than domination. I can only imagine what it's like for frontlines. It could be good, but I'll tell you what, conquest-wise, it's a struggle a lot of times if you don't have teams that know what they're doing. They've made some improvements, I'll give them that. But I've never been a huge fan of it unless you have a pretty competent team. I think that the behemoth is fun, though. You gotta admit that when you do get in it. A very difficult map as well as a lot of the new They Shall Not Pass map. Excuse me, the in the name of the SAR. I think it's Volga River. Oh, Brusilov Keep, sorry. Oh man, Brusilov Keep. If you get spawn trapped on Conquest there, you're done. Not on Alpha, but on actually, I don't know what country's side is it, the White Russians or the Red. You get trapped, it's so hard to get out, honestly. And I can't wait for the Christmas noobs coming as well. The whole dynamic of the game might change in pub. It's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to raising my KD up just a little bit.
Indeed. So we have the round started, and not surprised by the location of the middle flag. Seems to be quite wide area to capture it, though. Wide and narrow.
Yeah, very wide and narrow. Which plays to the map's
quite.
strengths, I suppose, giving you the cover behind the dunes.
Not quite as wide on Soissons, though, which definitely has the widest points in any of the frontline maps.
Yeah, I played that the other day for the first time on Operations, I believe, Soissons, and I was like, "What? Like, really? This is crazy. It's such a cool map to play. I can't wait to do it again." Frontlines as well, yeah. This is definitely sniper heaven. This map always has been. Not as much as Oil of Empires Operations or Fort. Go on, remind me, Chaos. What is it? What map is it? Not Fort Vaux. The Oil of Empires Operations one. Not Empire's Edge, the other one. Come on, folks, help an old man out here.
I know it.
It's got Echo and Foxtrot in the castle, and then it's got water all around. Christ, I'm gonna have to Google it. This is sad. What's wrong with me? No, not Age of Empires. That's a game.
It doesn't ring a bell. I know what map you're talking about. I'm just trying to look for the name of it.
I am as well. This is sad.
It was banned on our domination frontline. No, domination tournament. It was not on the lists. It has
It's
been ages
essentially
since I played this game.
It is sniper heaven. Essentially, all you get is sniper glint everywhere. Everywhere. There's a really good meme out there. I'm gonna try and find it. I can't believe I don't know. This is terrible. Come on, folks, help me out.
Foul Fortress.
Foul Fortress, that's it. I knew there's something fort in it. Good job, man.
I was looking into the name that the fortress is the part, the starting part of it, and I was confusing myself, but then when I ditched that idea, then I got it.
I'm looking for the Foul Fortress meme where it's essentially like a shot of the map and it's literally like 64 or 32 sniper glints and some guy just standing there every time you play Oil of Empires. I'd love to go there in real life to a lot of these locations. I think this is going to really help a lot of tourism for a lot of these countries and people that are interested in history, and it's been done really well. I think World War I is much less prominently discussed in history classes generally, at least in the US when I was studying, than World War II. You know, World War I was, yeah, it's crazy, man. Oh, I can't find the meme. What a shame. Maybe some of you have seen it on Reddit. I think you'll find it quite accurate portrayal of what this map tends to turn out to be. Oh man, here comes the light tank. This will be interesting. He's got opportunities there.
I don't think he has a line of sight to any of his enemies, though. They're all behind this building for his point of view.
All he needs is those debris kills. That building over there, man, if he just took it down now, it would be interesting to see what would happen. Tank v tank now, I think they're trying. Nope.
They don't really have line of sight.
Not yet. The shots from the flanker on third person or overview like this, free cam, are just massive. They look so big.
Yes, they do. So Red taking the control of the flag, although it's not really gaining much advantage there. Is it going to be limited out? No, it's not.
No. Oh, yeah, no.
Well, Rocket can makes it.
Rocket guns are fun, yeah. I mean, limpets are better, though. I mean, if I had to go against that, if I had to rate the level of satisfaction, Olympic kill always, I'll take that over a AT rocket gun kill every day. I'm looking a lot for those anti-tank mine kills right now for the challenge. I still don't have the Hellregal defensive, unfortunately. But it's pretty easy going. Just gotta remember to plant them every time you spawn in, and you'll eventually get them. Strats are so important on this map. One thing that DICE did wrong on this map is the C flag. One team got covered behind the sand dune. They should have placed it somewhere else. I suppose, but you've also got to take into account that they've got covered behind those walls there, right? And they can easily crouch head glitch, auto crouch head glitch, while people behind the dune don't get the advantage of the auto crouch head glitch. But I know where you're coming from, because the dune's a much longer line of cover. And grenades don't particularly work so well when you're throwing them over a dune, because they can bounce and roll down it because of the inclination. While
yeah, well, definitely, the dune is definitely an advantage. Whoever, well, I mean, on the C flag it's advantage for the C or the red team, and on the D flag it's more advantage for the blue.
Frozen screen for some reason here.
Really?
Oh, it's just me then, that's good. At least you can still see. I'm just gonna do something really quick that should alleviate that issue. Let's hope anyway. I hope this isn't gonna affect anything.
Right.
You know what I'm doing. Is that going to cause an issue? I'll do what I have to instantly.
It is going to cause an audio notification for the stream.
That's unfortunate.
Well, we need to do it anyway.
Well then, bear with us and cover your ears. We're not responsible if you poop your pants from the brown noise. Free advertising there.
One will recognize what was that.
I wonder who'll know what that was. Yeah, I've got an issue here with... interesting, I'm on my girlfriend's iPhone at the moment, looking, she's watching the stream as well, and her chat isn't updating. If anyone could advise maybe what this could be, we're quite interested. I'm going to reset the app, maybe that'll help, but it's still on the first chats from AK at the beginning. Hello, am I the only one here? And it's been like that the whole stream, and she's kind of a bit frustrated, you know?
All right,
she doesn't have any context about the things we're talking about, like, what's going on? What are you talking about?
Okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, I'm just gonna watch this advert really quick. That supports Twitch. Now, could you imagine having kind of like a tactile control for the camera? Maybe like gloves you could wear, something kind of VR, you know? And you could like twist your finger to like zoom in and zoom out and have a nicer kind of movement to it. It's difficult to do even with... I mean, M&K would probably be best for controlling it compared to a controller. I assume you're using a controller to control it?
The camera movement now? Well,
yeah.
I'm quite used to controlling cameras with the controller, because doing this quite a lot previous games.
Oh no, I'm not knocking your ability. You do a good job at it. You definitely do. I'm just wondering if you've ever considered using M&K to try it and see if it's better for you.
I've personally well, not grown up, but gotten used to using it with the controller in the first place, so I have no experience doing this with mouse and keyboard, so I don't know if that would be better or not. But I definitely think controller would have more options to have just slight movement going on, because keyboard input is usually just on or off.
Yeah, it's instantaneous, isn't it? While here you can ramp up your speed, and I assume that the camera movement is affected by your control settings as well within the actual game settings.
It is. It is.
That's good. So do you have 100% input? I forget the name of the setting. It's the top one where you can choose between input acceleration, I think, or is it on 0? Oh, you can even change the settings there, sure.
Yeah, the spectator settings are a bit different than the actual in-game, but they definitely have some specific settings here too. But those are the basic ones that you saw there. Quite sure that the actual gameplay settings or the stick sensitivity ones also affected. But you can
I'm sure they do, but I don't think all of them will.
From the actual gameplay.
Sure. Look at that flanker. Keeping them at bay from this last point, 16 to 14 now. It's been a slow roll, to be honest, getting to these MCOMs on Suez. I thought it would be a lot quicker.
Indeed, it has been a long round here, so...
Ooh, nice hit there. On the light tank. What are we getting shots from there? Is that from the, is that from AT Rocket? I think it is. Somebody set up there at the wall. 35 health, not a good position. He'll be down soon if he doesn't do something about that. Got an enemy empty, running away from him into cover. Not able to shoot, very frustrating. Oh boy, there we go. And the grenade behind, bit of smoke on the stairs, wrecked. The size of that muzzle flash.
Are you watching the stream or the Skype?
Oh, I'm watching the stream, gosh darn it. I love that he's running a jungle camo on a desert map. Not that it matters, it's not, you know.
Oh, speaking about that, the Golden Desert, whatever, heavy tank, very rare camo, you can actually unlock it with the community mission now. And,
wow.
The community mission for it was to destroy 100 vehicles, I think. And
100 what?
100 vehicles.
100 vehicle
Tanks,
kills?
Planes.
Oh my god, no thanks. I have better things to do.
And it's funny how Reddit already found a quick easy way to do those.
I was expecting you to say that. Go on, enlighten us.
So they have figured out that you can actually get vehicle kills by destroying mortars.
Yeah, stationaries. I knew it. I knew it's something to do with stationaries, but I didn't think it was gonna be mortars. That's very good. Wow, nice. I like it. I wonder if EA's gonna poop their pants and patch that real quick.
I really doubt that, but if you
You want a sense
those...
of pride and accomplishment is what you want.
Yeah, I definitely don't have the time to go for that myself, but
no,
if anyone there watching want to be going to try to get that quite nice of a skin for your heavy tank, then go ahead and try to complete that challenge.
I think what will happen is if a lot of people use that, it's just going to diminish the value of that skin. Having it's not going to be that big of a deal anymore.
Indeed. Well, I think you have still about 3 days to unlock it, so it's not too hard to get those done, but still.
Well, I found it frustrating. They just did that mission on the operations where you had to get 50,000 points in operations to get the superior battle pack. I got well over 100,000 points, but it doesn't count match bonus points, and it doesn't count double XP points, and it only counts your base score, which is extremely frustrating. Considering the length it takes to play operation matches, and even when I looked at my base score, I'm sure I had more than 50,000, so I'm just very confused and frustrated with the way that mechanic's working. So after playing, I don't know, probably 10 different maps of operations, I still hadn't had the superior battle pack, and I've actually got it on my Twitch and my feeds and my saved streams, so I suppose I can go back and review that. Maybe I'm wrong, but then again, we know that in the past there have been issues with the battle pack mechanics, and they've been addressed. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case this time as well. It's something new they're trying, so obviously there's going to be hiccups as they go. But they're definitely doing a lot of nice things to keep the community engaged, especially this whole premium trials is phenomenal as well, so it doesn't split the community. They've listened to the feedback from people like Jack Frags that have been talking about these types of things from not only Battlefield 1, but Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 even, about, how premium can affect that. And I think that our community is much different than a lot of other gaming communities. I think Battlefield has a variety of players from different generations of playing. Like, I've been playing this game for 15 years, since 2002, and there's also people that have just joined the series now, and people that only started playing from 4 and 3. And I think it draws a more kind of, I would say, I don't want to use the word hardcore because that's cliche, but I think it draws a certain type of character or person to play this type of game. It's much different from a lot of things that you just pick up and go, and if you want to stick with the series, you need to learn how to play it properly. It's not something that you can just walk into and be great at, I think. Of course, there's a handful of people that will, but there's definitely a lot more mechanics to this game than others. So I think PTFO is such a popular tagline for this game. It's very true, I'd love to see some free-for-all, though. That would be very cool.
So yeah, that was a really interesting there. Team Blue did not manage to blow either of the MCOMs, and Team Red actually defended their area, so that happens quite rarely on our Frontlines matches, that none of the MCOMs get blown up.
Definitely, with only 4 minutes to go, it's going to be ending very quickly, and looks like it's going to blue so far. Oh, mad smashing on those tracks from the light tank to light tank. I like the flag always being affected by the actual concussions from the explosions, the separations from the explosions. Really dangerous if you're a pilot. I've found that out the hard way. If you drop bombs, or I'm sure you know as well. You like to fly too, and when that vacuum happens and that air gets sucked out, your plane can just go whoop and dip 10 meters in a second and crash. So you gotta be really careful with the airplanes. Or just flying over a tank, firing all that vacuum that's created can just suck you in, which is phenomenal. That's why I love the Frostbite engine. I can't wait to see how they develop it going forward.
Indeed. So, Team Blue managed to capture the flag again, and they'll be having their second try on the MCOMs. And I'm quite sure this will be the last try. They don't really have a lot of time here, but definitely enough to blow those both up.
Yeah, I mean, they would essentially have to get 10 kills a minute right now, because it was 3 minutes and 20 seconds, so we'll see how that goes. They've already gotten 4? Or 6? Is it 35 that you get? I don't remember. 32. Oh boy, a lot of death over there on that little mortar pit there. Lots of smoke. Really open, not easy to attack. They should be able to flank though quite easily here. It doesn't look like there's too many people watching that way. Just doesn't seem like most of their team's concentrating on going that way. It looks like they're going the other way now. Yeah, some artillery coming down, not getting any kills as far as I can tell.
So Team Blue has managed to move quite close to MCOM B here. There's only one of them alive anymore. It seems like he's
it's a
rushing
medic
in,
as
which
well.
is
It's
bad.
bad. I really think he should have revived.
Yeah.
Or fallen
I
back
think
at
he
the spawn point.
should have, yeah, just stayed as spawn point hidden. Could
Definitely.
have been better play, but well,
That's definitely the right approach. I think that flank's going to be the better one. Let the large group over there and cover, draw the fire of the people on the MCOMs, and then sneak in a little flank from this side.
overall, I think this is a really good position for the defenders to have the last MCOMs at. There's definitely have been few operation rounds that I've been playing on here where the MCOMs have been on, or the flags have been on this specific area. So the it's definitely a hard place to come by if the defenders are doing what they basically are doing now.
For sure, for sure. It's a great defensive position. I agree, 100%. It's all about the flank on this. It's got to be a very deep flank, though. I mean, you've got to take the time and be patient. And be careful, like you said before. If you die, don't go for the rush, because the temptation's always there, because there's usually a large grouping of people. But this isn't Battlefield 4, where you can run in with one clip and wipe out 6 people. This can happen, don't get me wrong, but it's rare. Because the TTKs, the DPSs, the fire rates, you know, the clip sizes, all that stuff is so different to BF4, which it should be. We're talking about something that took place over 100 years ago.
Line creeper, one of theirs.
Indeed. So it definitely seems like this is the score we're going to be ending this round at.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go, 18-14. Suez, what a lovely opportunity to see this, and second time they defended the MCOM, so definitely something to take into consideration for the future, for anybody that's going to be playing this, and for us when we're streaming it as well, that this is one of those maps where we can see a lot of back and forth on Echo or Edward. It'll be nice to see how it pans out on Alpha and Apples as well. Oh yeah, nice finish with the sawtooth. Beautiful.
Nice. So, I think it's about the time for us to end our stream here. And one of the matches or the rounds that we see on our stream, Team Blue was victorious overall.
So yeah, thank you for everybody that tuned in. Anybody that's bet, you will get your coins in due course. I think it was just you and me. I'm not sure, Chaos.
There was 3 entrants at least that I've seen, so yeah.
Nice. 18-14 finish. This was really cool. It was a lot of action. A bit more laid back without the pressure of it being competitive, so we could talk about different things, you know. Nice look at the scoreboard. Oh, well, who's that down there? Ronald, 0-0, must have had to rejoin. 7-0 from Lolo as well. I assume just joined as well. 22-15, all sorts. Yeah.
So if you're interested to see how the rest of the Spanish event is going, is that you can actually click on the links that I've just posted on the chat. You can be watching Battlefield España Grupo Activo streaming one of the servers in YouTube side, or you can be joining in community.co's esport. I have no idea how to pronounce Spanish, but I guess that's close enough. And yeah, they're streaming on Twitch, and I think they are streaming this specific server. No, it's the, well, it might have been the other way around. Anyway, those 2 streams will be going on further from here. And I think both of those will be in Spanish, so be warned about that if you're only an English speaker.
Muy caliente, Battlefield 1.
Indeed. But we're going to end our stream here, and we're going to thank everyone for joining in. And tomorrow will be actually, let's go quickly through what we'll be facing on tomorrow on our streams. So tomorrow, 19 GMT, so or other words 7 p.m. It is Division 1 round 10, and it's Guerrilla Warfare versus Venom. And interesting fact about Guerrilla Warfare was that they actually won their last match against level 110. So we'll be able to, or it's interesting to see if Guerrilla Warfare is able to take over Venom. That would be definitely an interesting match to see. And after that we're going to be going on again with Division 1 match, and it's going to be DeFi Esports versus 2Easy. So
that's right,
definitely the top teams of Division 1 is there on the line for tomorrow.
For sure, and we've got some more stuff lined up on Sunday at 5 p.m. GMT and 7 p.m. GMT, and we'll give you those details tomorrow as well. So tune in at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. GMT for all the Division 1 action, round 10. Really big, heavy-hitting teams that are going to face off, and I think it's going to be extremely impressive gameplay. It's going to be, I don't know, I'm putting my money on it's going to be just that small skill gap, but somebody's going to steamroll. I have a feeling somebody's going to steamroll, and we're going to be like, wow, we did not expect that. I don't know. That's a hunch. We'll see if I'm right. Who knows? Even though the skill gap might be small, sometimes that happens. But we'll see. So tune in, folks. Chaos, any parting words before we finish off here? Thanks to Commentators Esports as well for this as well. It was really nice to take part.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if the host command will be working as I will be thinking. So, if it works, we will be going off in 3, 2, 1.